friends, welcome to my channel. This is a long one, so grab a coffee or hot chocolate or whatever drink of choice or food of choice because this is quite the video. It's over 20 minutes long, which really isn't that bad considering there was 2 hours of video footage. So I started with 2 hours and got it down to 20 minutes, so I'd say that's pretty good. What I'm making today is like a file folder flipbook kind of thing. Just to let you know, this is not a tutorial video with dimensions and stuff. This is a process video. I will link the video down below that I used to make this. It is by Sabrina Ann. She's amazing, really talented. I've made these folders in the past, but I haven't made this size before, and I've used her tutorials in the past. But this was quite large compared to what I've done before. So I wasn't expecting it to be this big, which is totally fine. Like, I love it. It's huge. It's great. But yeah, it's huge. It's giant. So I sped it up a lot because like I said, it's just a process. So you're kind of seeing how I put it all together in fast speed, and you will get to see me decorate it. And then at the end of the video, I do some real time to show you, walk you through everything that I have put in it and exactly what it looks like, so you can get a good look at it. And then I do a little bit of work on it in the end in real time too. So if you're interested in that, so that's kind of what made it longer as well. Yeah, but it's not quite as complicated as it looks. Sabrina Ann, I think she lays it down really well, really straightforward. It was easy to understand. So it's not really as complicated as it looks. I'd say the tools that you need the most are, you need multiple 12 by 12 paper. That's the same pattern, preferably. You need, preferably you would need a scoreboard thing and a cutting board and like a bone folder and stuff. But otherwise, I think that's it. It's like pretty basic, I guess, kind of. Yeah. So the paper that I'm using is from the Shine collection by Maggie Holmes. I don't have a lot of 12 by 12 paper from recent collections, but I have a lot of older 12 by 12 paper just because I've been trying to not buy too much 12 by 12 paper lately just because I have so much of it. I want to use up what I have first. So that's why I'm using some older stuff, but it's pretty like, not generic, but like the black and white stripes and the marbling. It's not anything that's too, I don't know, specific, like these little creatures. It's not anything specific like that. So I thought it would be able to fit into any collection because I wanted to use a lot of my newer Maggie Holmes stuff. So as you can see, that is exactly what I'm doing. A lot of Willow Lane stuff. That frame is from Willow Lane. That badge thing and the clock thing, they're both from Willow Lane. So I'm just really building up a giant cluster here in the front with lots of layers and a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm just building it up as much as I can, and I think it turns out pretty cute. And you'll get to see everything that I stuff in it as well. I make a bunch of envelopes and just stuff it with goodies and fun stuff like that. So I use my gold Heidi Swapp color shine a lot to really jazz it up, and I love doing that on mail or scrapbooking or anything really. I love to use my color shine. And then I realized once I closed it that it needed a little decoration in the top right as well. So I put in that little flower and that sticker from a Maggie Holmes sticker sheet. I'm not sure if it's Willow Lane or maybe Flourish, but there was a lot of, a lot more black going on here than usual. So I tried to make sure I did lots of black pieces here and there, so that it wasn't just like one spot of black, if that makes sense. Yeah, so instead of doing the elastic closure that Sabrina does in the video, like in her video, I just did like a string closure and it works just fine. Now I'm making the envelopes here. I sped it up really fast just because it's not really anything interesting. It's just making some envelopes, and the decorating process of the envelopes is a little bit more interesting than actually cutting them. I use the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board, and it's fantastic. It works great for me. I love it. It's a great tool, great, really basic thing that I would recommend buying, especially if you do a lot of Happy Mail. And on the board, it says exactly what size you cut your paper to and how to use your envelope punch board, and it's fantastic. It's a great tool. I use it all the time. Definitely worth it. So I didn't really have a plan for the envelopes. I just kind of picked a bunch of different sizes, started from the smallest, went bigger and bigger, and because my flip book file folder thing is so huge, I really could make the biggest envelope and would have no issues. So that was great. I could just make a bunch of different size envelopes and use up scraps of paper, which is fantastic. I love using up the papers in my stash. And yeah, so I think that was it for envelopes. I might make one more. Yeah, here I'm making one more bigger one just because I realized I can, so why not? And like I said, using up papers from my stash, which is awesome. That's what, it's a good goal. I'm trying, I'm looking over and I have this huge, well, to me it's huge, stack of paper, and I just want to get it lowered down a little bit, you know? So now comes the fun part where I get to decorate all the fronts of the envelopes and stuff. And I kind of had no idea where to start, so a place I'd like to begin is with a little doily, and then I thought we need some dimension on this, so I took that chipboard unicorn horse thing and I just started decorating all around it. Those puffy stars are from a Pink Fresh Studio collection or product. I don't know if it's from a collection, but yeah, those are awesome. And then I take some of these little pieces of like trim and stuff from my stash and dangle it off the side so that my pen pal can use that or just have it as decoration. And I clip it on with a clothespin. This one's kind of a fun pattern and stuff, so I wanted to tame it down with that card and a little doily and that gorgeous yellow flower. I thought this one turned out really pretty, and I don't usually work a lot with green, but I think it turned out really, really, really gorgeous. And of course, some gold Heidi Swap color shine, and I use those two pretty butterflies and a chipboard sticker. At the end, I do add some more stickers, and you'll see that later on. I took that tag from my Maggie Holmes stash and some older stickers from Maggie Holmes Carousel collection that I just never used. And the thing I like about Happy Mail is that it's like you don't really have to have a reason to use like this trumpet thing. It does, like, you can just use it and it looks cute because it's just for decoration. Whereas in a scrapbook layout, it might not totally make sense. So I thought this was the perfect time to use it. It kind of worked out well for me. And I am going to put a little clothespin on top of that. And I realized that needed a paper clip, so I add a little bow one to the side. Whew, this is long, but I'm getting through it. You will see me real time in a few minutes, so either that'll be more interesting for you or less interesting. I don't know. Some people like the real time and some people don't. For me, it depends what the topic is or what the person's making or who it is or what the project is, whatever. But I like real-time videos sometimes. I don't mind them. Sometimes they can like be boring. I hope my voice isn't too boring, but yeah. So this one was just so pink and fun, and I used those scraps from the doilies and yeah, just decorated it up with those puffy stars and then put that paper clip on, except I don't know if that stays. I can't remember. And then the last one, just really simple. It was a tiny one, so yeah, that's that. And of course, some gold Heidi Swap color shine to top it all off. And now I'm going to make a little shaker pocket, sequin pocket thing. So I'm going with the blues because I was going to use one of my blue cut aparts, and I do end up using one of them. So I go through all my blue sequins and just dump them in. And I think it ends up being really, really pretty. I use a silver accent instead of gold this time. And I think it just looked gorgeous. It almost looked like it's almost kind of like wintry, but it doesn't have to be. I think it's really pretty. And I take some of these little pearl beads, and I think I put some seed beads in because I like the noise that makes when you shake it. And I was deciding between those two. I go with that bigger one, the dark one. And I have lots of videos on my channel of like sequin pockets and stuff and how I do it. So if you want to see those, you can search those on my channel. And yeah, it won't be too hard to find, I hope, at least. So then I thought I made too many. The sequin mix that I made, there was too many for that shaker, so I thought I'd give her the rest. And I found this, actually I don't end up putting it in this one, but I do end up giving it to her in a different little pouch, which you'll see. But I do decorate this little pocket up and put that up on foam, and that is where my letter will go. And I start decorating it, and then in the end you'll see I do add, I think, read me or something like that, because it was a little plain and I wanted something that you would know that this one has a letter, I guess, if that makes sense. So yeah, what else? Let's see. Oh yes, then this is the one that I put the sequins in. Yeah. So decorating that up, and then dumping the rest of those sequins in. And in a few moments, you will hear me real time, and I will direct you through the rest. But thank you for watching, and continue to watch. And yeah, here we go. All right, guys, here it is, the completed project, I think. I hope I don't add anything more to it. I feel like I've done enough, but I wanted to kind of give you a real-time flip through of this so you can really see what I have included in it. And yeah, so it's kind of a lot bigger than I thought. Like, it's pretty big, but let's just get right into it. I love the details on the front. I think it turned out cute, and I hope the recipient will like it as well. So yeah, all right. In the front pocket, oh, I know, there was one thing I wanted to add, which is tabs. You'll probably see those in the final pictures after this, but do I add tabs or do I not? That is the question. Anyway, so this in here is the sequins from the shaker pocket I made, just the leftover ones that I had. So as you can see, I decorated this, and feel like it needs something more. Don't you feel like that? That would look cute. So anyway, okay, that looks cute. Let me just close it up. Okay, so that's that. The next one, and I did stuff it with some like crinkle paper at the bottom, just some yellow. The next one is this, and this you can just take off and she can reuse. Inside is this Pink Fresh Studio, these tassels that I think are cute and I think she'll like. I think that's something she would be into. That is her style and stuff, so hopefully she'll be able to use that. Okay, in the next one, we have this one, and I think it's really cute. I attached a little paper clip here, and I put in a pink lemonade face mask for her. And I like that the crinkle paper gives it a little bit of height. I like that, so it doesn't sink. This one I attached with a clothespin, and inside I included a Starbucks gift card for her. Thought she might appreciate that. I'll put that back in and attach it with that. I've also clipped on some cut-aparts, some Maggie Holmes cut-aparts that she might be able to use. And then, of course, here is the shaker that I made, and this sequin mix is the stuff that is in the little pocket that I showed you in the beginning. In this little one, I just put in some paper clips and stuff. In this, I did add read me because I wanted to put the letter in it, so the letter is in there. And that's it. So I think it turned out really cute. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm back. So I'm gonna add those tabs like I said I was gonna do, and I figured I'd just do it real time because why not? So I'm just gonna use my We Are Memory Keepers tab punch. And I pulled a few papers from my stash. Nothing fancy, just some scraps to use up. And I'm just gonna punch a bunch of tabs, and if I don't use all of them, no big deal. That looks cool. Punch one more blue. Oh, white. That's kind of boring. And I'll punch one of these. They all kind of match with what I already have in here. And so I'm just gonna use my tiny attacher, Tim Holtz tiny attacher, to staple them in because really I think that's the easiest way to do it. Doesn't have to be anything too fancy or anything like that. So just do it that way and make it simple for myself, right? Isn't that what we all like to do? Cool. Oh, should I do this one? Nah. Okay, so my tabs are in, and I think I'm gonna get some Tim Holtz tiny word stickers. Alright, so I have these stickers that I will use, and I feel like I should just decorate everything with these stickers. I might need some scissors though to chop some of them. So, nope, not feeling that. Maybe on the front here. Okay, so not that one. What about this one? Does it need some tiny word stickers? I think it does. It just adds the perfect little touch to a project, I think. It's just what it needs. And now to the tab, I gotta pick the right word. I think if I cut this one up, it'll be okay. And then I will take some of these stickers that I've been using throughout to put on the tabs. Cute. Okay. Put this one back in. Put that one back in. Sequins are falling out, of course. Okay, does this need something? That's too big. That might work. And that works. And it already has some of those stickers. So I'll put it back in, and then we got a little tabby here. And where is the other half of that? Creativity takes courage. Don't know where that went. Okay. Let's do... Okay, let's do beautiful on this one. Actually, I think I can use them both. Beautiful moments. You probably can't see that, and I apologize, but yeah, that looks okay. And then I will use a star to finish that off. The next tab, let's see if I can do something big on it. No, I definitely can't. But maybe I can put it on here. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Perfect. This one might need something though. Sometimes you have to take a chance. Okay, where can I put this? Maybe up here. There we go. That works. Alrighty, well now I think I am officially done. Let me know what you guys think. It was quite the project, but I hope the recipient will really like it because she always gives lovely things to me. And I appreciate her creativity. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day and thank you so much for watching. Bye!